Hello all, Chapter 7 Power Amplifiers. See, power amplifiers is an example for low signal amplifiers because it can provide greater AC output voltage and greater AC output current. Hence, it can supply greater AC power to the load. In power amplifier, the transistor behaves as a non-linear element due to which harmonic distortion appears in the output. To keep this distortion minimum, a power amplifier is used as a output stage in multi-amplifier. For example, here amplifiers are cascaded like this. An amplifier is cascaded. This A1, A2 can be considered as voltage amplifier, and the AN can be considered as power amplifier last, because to reduce the harmonic distortion. Also, in case of power amplifier, we are using the power transistor, which operates at a high collector current and high voltage. As power transistor operate at high power level, it produces a large amount of heat. Right? To rapidly dissipate or transfer this heat to the surroundings, heat sinks are used, which is made from good conductor of heat such as aluminium. Next, coming to performance of power amplifier can be measured in terms of two parameters actually. One is conversion efficiency and another one is figure of merit. This I will explain detail in future lectures, right? What is efficiency and figure of merit. Now the next topic, types of power amplifier. See, power amplifiers can be classified into four types based on location of the operating point on the load line. They are class A, class B, class AB and class C. This classification is based on what? Actually location of the operating point on a load line. The first classification, class A power amplifier. Class A power amplifier means the amplifier in which operating point is located approximately at the center of the load line. Due to this, the output current voltage can be varied symmetrically with respect to the DC voltage, right? And also in case of class A power amplifier, the output is distortionless. And see, that I will show the location actually. Here output characteristics are drawn between IC versus VC, right? And this is the load line actually. This is the location of the operating point in case of class A power amplifier. So it can divide the signal into equal parts. So the output is distortionless. Next, coming to the classification of the power amplifiers, class A power amplifiers. Here the class A power amplifiers can be classified into three types. And one is direct coupled power amplifier, next transformer coupled amplifier, next push pull amplifier. Right. The first classification in class A, that is class A direct coupled amplifier. This is the circuit of class A direct coupled amplifier actually. This is the DC equivalent circuit. Here we want to draw the DC load line actually, right? To get the DC load line actually, first what we will do, apply the KVL at output loop. So before applying the KVL, first what we will do, we can indicate the current direction. This is negative to positive, positive to negative. Current through the RC is nothing but IC. The voltage between collector and emitter is VCE, right? Now negative to positive means VCC minus VCC plus VCC minus RC into IC minus VC equal to 0. From this, what about the IC here? Actually, IC is equal to VCC by RC minus VC by RC. This is equation 1. I think this is compared with y is equal to mx plus c, right? Actually, this equation 1 represents the DC load line, right? It having a slope of how much? 1 by RC. In this, what is the y-intercept actually? This is the y-intercept, and what is the x-intercept actually? X-intercept is VCC. Right here I am drawing the DC load line. First draw the output characteristics, that is IC versus VCE. Now here what is the y-intercept actually here? VCC by RC, and x-intercept is nothing but VCC, right? It is a straight line. This is the DC load line actually. Coming to the AC load line actually, AC load line is drawn when the DC source should be disabled. Disable means issue should be connected to ground. This is the AC equivalent circuit. AC load line is obtained from the AC equivalent circuit, and the DC load line is obtained from the DC equivalent circuit. Right. Here apply the KVL in output side. So what is the voltage between collector and emitter? VCE, small VCE. Current through the RC is nothing but small IC, right? Now what it is actually? So IC RC plus VCE equal to 0. Now from this, what about IC here? Actually IC is nothing but minus 1 by RC into VCE. Actually what is the AC value? AC value is nothing but total value minus, in case of amplifier, DC value, right? Now what about this equation actually? This IC and minus 1 by RC VC is AC values, right? Total value is nothing but what actually it is represented with IC I small I and capital C suffix minus ICQ DC value, which is equal to minus 1 by RC into VC minus Q. This equation 2. This equation 2 represents what actually? AC load line. It having a slope of minus 1 by RC. That means what we can understand, this DC load line, AC load line, both are coincide, right? And it passes through the operating point actually. Now I am showing both lines here. See here, both lines, and AC load line and DC load line will be both are in same. Right. In case of class A, actually I already told the Q point is located in the middle of the load line actually, right? This is the middle of the load line, so that the signal varies equally. So output is distortionless. Here output is equally varies, both output voltage and current. Now from this figure here I can calculate the efficiency. What is efficiency actually? Efficiency is nothing but AC power by DC power into 100. So what is the AC power actually? AC power is nothing but it is denoted with PAC, right? Which is equal to VRMS into IRMS. So VRMS is nothing but Vm by root 2. We know RMS value. IRMS is nothing but Im by root 2. So which is equal to Vm into Im by 2, right? From the figure actually, what about the Vm actually here? Vm is nothing but Vc minus V minimum by 2, right? So Vm is nothing but VCC minus V minimum by 2 Vm into, and what about the Im value from this actually? Im is nothing but what actually? ICQ, because the total value is 2 ICQ, right? So ICQ is nothing but Im, then ICQ by 2. So which is equal to VCC minus V minimum into ICQ by 4. Now consider this one as equation 1. Next, PDC, DC power. It is denoted actually, right? PDC is nothing but DC power obtained from the VCC, right? What it is actually PDC? PDC is nothing but VCC into ICQ. Now consider this one as equation 2. Now substitute what is the efficiency here actually? Efficiency is nothing but PAC is nothing but VCC minus V minimum by 4 into ICQ by VCC into ICQ. ICQ cancel. Then what about efficiency here actually? Efficiency is nothing but how much it is? VCC minus V minimum by VCC into 1 by 4. So percentage of efficiency is nothing but how much? 1 minus V minimum by VCC into 25%, right? So to achieve the maximum efficiency in case of class A amplifier actually, so we put V minimum is 0. Then what about the efficiency actually? 25%. Means what is the maximum efficiency of class A amplifier? 25%. Next, figure of merit. One more measurement of power amplifiers actually. So figure of merit is nothing but it is a ratio of PD max by PAC max. Actually in case of amplifier, the DC power is drawn from the supply is utilized in 3 ways. One is partly converted into useful AC power, and one is partly dissipated into transistor power, one is partly dissipated into the load, right? Then what about the total power actually? PDC is nothing but sum of the 3 powers, right? Useful power, AC power, and power dissipation in a transistor, and dissipated in the load. Dissipated in the load is nothing but IC square Q into RC. What is the PDC actually? PDC is nothing but VCC into ICQ, which is equal to PAC plus PD plus I square Q into RC. Now what is VCC here? Actually VCC is nothing but VCQ plus ICQ into RC from the circuit. So here VC is nothing but VC plus IC into RC, the total voltage. Into ICQ, which is equal to PAC plus PD plus I square Q into RC. Here this term cancel. Then what about the PD? Actually here the PD is nothing but VCEQ into ICEQ minus PAC. So here the PD is maximum when PAC is 0, right? Then what about the PD max? Actually PD max is nothing but VCQ into ICQ. This is the maximum power dissipated in a transistor. Also, how to calculate PAC actually here? So PAC is nothing but VCC minus V minimum into ICQ by 4, right? Here the PAC maximum is obtained when V minimum is 0. Then what about the PAC? Actually PAC is nothing but how much it is? VCC into ICQ by 4. Now what is the figure of merit? Actually PD max is nothing but VCQ into ICQ by PAC is nothing but what actually? VCC into ICQ by 4. And what about the VC? Actually VC is nothing but VCC by 2. Actually here this total one is VCC, right? VCQ is nothing but only this part, that means that is VCC by 2. Now what about this value? Actually the figure of merit equal to 2. So in case of class A direct coupled amplifier, the figure of merit is 2. Right, coming to the conclusion, in case of class A power amplifier with direct coupled, the transistor gets heat up in the absence of AC input because of higher power dissipation, right? When AC input is applied, power dissipation reduces. And also in case of class A amplifier, actually maximum efficiency is 25% and the figure of merit is to very high value. That's why we will go for a new power amplifier, that is class A transformer coupled amplifier. The next classification. Next, class A transformer coupled amplifier, right? So why it is called as transformer coupled means actually the transformer is coupled in between output and load. That's why it is named as transformer coupled amplifier. In case of transformer coupled amplifier, actually what about the KVL actually to calculate the DC load line? Actually where we can apply KVL here? In output loop. Output loop is nothing but this loop actually. What is the KVL in output loop? Actually here this voltage is VCC, right? So VCC minus IC into 0 minus VCE equal to 0. Actually, in case of DC analysis, we are shorting this inductor actually, right? Shorting means what is the drop across 0 actually, right? Then what about the VC here? Actually, VC is nothing but VCC, right? I think this is X equal to K, right? Then what is the DC load line? Actually, X equal to K means the DC load line is a vertical line which cuts the voltage axis at VCC. I will show it where it cut actually. Just write AC load line actually. AC load line is obtained, already I told, it is obtained from AC equivalent circuit actually, right? The second figure shows the AC equivalent circuit, right? To get this one actually apply the KVL in output loop. What is the KVL actually here? What is the current through the RL dash? Actually the current through the RL dash is nothing but actually what? IC. And the voltage between collector and emitter is nothing but VCE, right? Now what it is actually here? IC into RL dash plus VC equal to 0. Then what about IC here? Actually IC is nothing but VC by RL dash, right? Now this is the AC value, right? Now it can be written as AC value in terms of total value and DC value. AC value equal to total value minus DC value. Total value is nothing but actually AC plus DC, right? So AC value is nothing but AC plus DC minus DC is nothing but AC value only. Now what it is actually here? IC minus ICQ equal to minus 1 by RL dash into VCE minus VCEQ, right? See, this equation represents actually AC load line having a slope of minus 1 by RL dash and it passes through the operating point. Now what about the DC load line figure? Actually this is our DC load line. Here DC load line is nothing but a vertical line, it passes through VCC because X equal to K means VCE equal to what? Actually VCC, right? So it's a vertical line and this represents actually AC load line because it passes through the operating point having a slope of minus 1 by RL dash. Next, efficiency. Efficiency is nothing but what actually? PAC by PDC into 100. Right, what about the PAC? Actually PAC is nothing but VRMS into IRMS. VRMS is nothing but VM by root 2. IRMS is nothing but IM by root 2. So which is equal to VM into IM by 2, right? From this figure actually what about the VM? Actually VM is nothing but V max minus V minimum by 2. Into what about IM? Actually IM is nothing but ICQ by 2. Now what it is actually? V max minus V minimum by 4 into ICQ. Similarly, what about the PDC here? Actually PDC is nothing but VCC into ICQ, right? This is the VC. Actually VCC is nothing but what actually? This total one, right? So this is the V minimum and V maximum. VCC is nothing but V max plus V minimum by 2 into ICQ. Now what is the efficiency here? Actually PAC is nothing but V max minus V minimum by 4 into ICQ. Next V max plus V minimum by this is by, not into ICQ. Now what is the final value actually, which is equal to V max minus V minimum by V max plus V minimum into 50%. Right. Here in case of class A transformer coupled, actually to get the maximum efficiency, right, V minimum should be 0, right? So if the V minimum is 0, what is the maximum efficiency? Actually 50%. See, previously direct coupled is 25%, now it is 50%. I think this gives the better efficiency than class A direct coupled. Next, figure of merit. So in case of class A transformer coupled, the DC power is drawn from the supply will be used in two ways. One is partly converted into AC power and partly dissipated into transistor. That means PDC equal to PAC plus PD. Right. Now from this, actually what about the PD here? Actually PD is nothing but PDC minus PAC. So if PAC is 0, then PD become maximum. The PD max is equal to what? Actually PDC. So which is equal to VCC into ICQ. Next, what about the PAC max? Actually PAC max is nothing but, first here I am considering PAC first. So PAC is nothing but what? Actually V max minus V minimum by 4 into ICQ, right? If PAC is max, when V minimum is 0, then what about it is actually V max into ICQ by 4. Now what is the figure of merit? Actually figure of merit FOM is nothing but PD max by PAC max. So PD max is nothing but VCC into ICQ. PAC is max nothing but V max into ICQ by 4. But actually what is this V max? Actually V max is nothing but 2 times of VCC. Now what about the FOM? Actually FOM is to figure of merit is 2. I think this figure of merit is similar to class A direct coupled, but efficiency is more. Figure of merit is same, but efficiency is more. Next problem, class A power amplifier has a maximum minimum output voltage of 20 volts and 2 volts. Calculate the converse efficiency if direct coupled and transformer coupled. Right. So what is the efficiency for in case of direct coupled? Actually 1 minus V max by V minimum into 25%, right? So what is the V max? 20, minimum 2 volts into 25%. How much it is? 22 point, sorry. The answer is 22.5%. in case of direct coupled. In case of transformer coupled, what is the formula for efficiency actually? V max minus V minimum by V max minus V minimum into 50%. So this is 20 minus 2 by 20 plus, this is V max plus V minimum plus 2 into 50%. So which is equal to 40.9%. So in case of conversion, efficiency of transformer coupled amplifier is 40.9 and conversion of direct coupled amplifier 22.5. Next, class B amplifier. See, in case of class B amplifier, the operating point is located at the extreme ends of load line. That means either it is in saturation region or in cutoff region. See, here I am showing the DC load line. So IC versus VCE. This is the DC load line actually. Extreme ends means this point. Either it is in saturation or is in cutoff. And also in case of class B power amplifier, the output current is half sinusoidal. Or the conduction angle is 180. Right. So here to get the full sinusoidal, actually in class B power amplifier we are using push-pull amplifier. Right. And coming to the classification of class B here, the class B power amplifiers can be classified into two types actually. One is transformer coupled push-pull amplifier. Another one is transformer-less push-pull amplifier. Now here we are going for the first classification, class B transformer coupled push-pull amplifier, right? So here a push-pull amplifier means actually we are using the two transistors in a coupled manner actually, and this transistor 2 Q1 Q2 transistor will access the push-pull operation. I will show it how it will access the push-pull operation. And why it is named as transformer coupled means here amplifier output is connected to the load through the transformer. That's why it is named as transformer coupled. Right. Coming to the DC analysis, actually in case of DC analysis, this transformer windings actually short circuited, and what about the base and emitter terminals actually short circuited, right? See, this will be shorted in case of DC because inductor will access the short circuit, capacitor will access the open circuit, right? Then what about the VB1 and VB2 voltages? Actually here the VB1 base to emitter voltage and base to emitter voltage, the two transistors will be equal to 0, right? That means this base to emitter voltage should be 0 means actually the two transistors are remains in half state. Right. Now if AC source VSC is not present, the two transistors are remains off, they are operating cutoff, right? And what about the power dissipation in will be actually 0, because if AC source is not applied, the power dissipation will be 0. If AC source is applied, right, what happen actually the two AC voltages will be appear at B1 as well as B2. Since secondary winding of input transformer is center topped, right, we are using center up transformer, so this center up transformer can divide the voltage into two equal magnitudes with opposite sign. That means what about the VB1 equal to actually minus VB2, right? For example, if the VB1 is like this, and what about the VB2? This is, here both are 180 degrees phase shift, right? Now when VB1 is positive, first when VB1 is positive, what happen actually the Q1 transistor will conduct and the current I1 will flows, and the Q2 remains half. Why Q2 remains half? Actually because VB2 is negative, right? If VB1 is positive means obviously VB2 is negative, so Q2 will be half. In this actually there is no current of I2 here. Now what is the output here? Actually this is I1, so here this is I1. And what about I2? Actually when VB1 is positive, 0, I2 is 0, no current will flow because Q2 transistor will not conduct. Next when VB2 is positive, then what about VB1? Actually negative. VB2 positive means Q2 transistor will on and this will be off, right? And because of Q2 transistor on, actually I2 current will flows and I1 current will be 0, right? Here I1 current is 0 when VB2 is positive and I2 will be flows, right? Now this I1 and I2 will flow in opposite direction, right? See here I1 is flowing like this and I2 is flowing like this, opposite. One is anti-clock, another one is clock. To the primary winding of second transformer. Now what is the output of the second transformer? Actually the resulting current will be what? Actually bidirectional. The resulting current is nothing but I minus I2. This is the resulting current. See, bidirectional, both positive and negative with help of the second transformer. Right, in this what you observed, for one half cycle of input actually, that means VB is positive, the one transistor will push the current into RL and other half cycle input other will be pulls the current, right? And similarly if second transistor will on means this will push the current and that will pull the current actually, right? That means clearly this amplifier will act as a what? Actually push pull amplifier. That's why it is named as class B transformer coupled push pull amplifier. Next parameter, efficiency. For calculation of efficiency actually we have to draw the DC load line. So it is also a transformer coupled, right? In case of transformer coupled, I think you know what is the DC load line. VC equal to VCC for Q1 transistor. If you consider only a Q1 transistor, and for AC, this is a AC load line actually. The AC load line is nothing but similar to the transformer coupled actually. I think these characteristics are similar to AC load line, DC load line, similar to actually class A transformer coupled actually, right? Now, but in case of class B, the output is half sinusoidal, right? Only half watt will be conduct because of push pull. Now here we want to calculate the efficiency actually. Efficiency is nothing but PAC by PDC into 100. And what about the PAC actually? Here PAC is nothing but VRMS into IRMS. VRMS is nothing but VM by root 2. IRMS is nothing but IM by root 2. So which is equal to VM into IM by 2. From this figure actually what about the VM? VCC minus V minimum. So VCC minus V minimum by 2 into IM. This is equation 1. What about the PDC actually here? PDC is nothing but here this voltage is what actually VCC, right? PDC is nothing but VC into IC, right? But VC is nothing but 2 times of VCC. Here what about IC here? Actually half sinusoidal, right? For half sinusoidal actually what is the average value here? Average value is nothing but IM by pi. Now what is the efficiency here actually? PAC is nothing but VCC minus V minimum by 2 into IM by 2 VCC by into IM by pi into 100. IM cancel. Then what about the efficiency? Actually efficiency is nothing but pi by 4 into VCC minus V minimum by VCC into 100. Now what about the efficiency? Actually efficiency is nothing but 1 minus V minimum by VCC into 78.5%. Here the maximum efficiency is obtained when V minimum is 0. Next parameter, figure of merit. What is the figure of merit? Actually it is the ratio of PD max by PAC max. Here in case of class B amplifier, actually DC power is utilized in two ways. One is partly converted to useful AC power and one is partly dissipated into two transistors, right? Nothing but P DC is nothing but PAC plus PD. It is the combined power of the two transistors because we are using two transistors at Q1 Q2 actually. Now tell me what about the PD here? Actually PD is nothing but PDC minus PAC. What about the PDC here? Actually that is 2 VCC into IM by pi, and PAC is nothing but VM into IM by 2. But actually what about the IM in terms of load? Actually VM by RL dash. Now which is equal to 2 VCC into IM by pi minus VM square by RL dash. Here the PD is varies with what? Actually VM, right? So to find the PD of max, so what we will do, we have to make the condition, that is dou PD by dou VM equal to what? Actually 0. Now differentiate the equation 1 actually here, that is dou PD by dou VM equal to 2 VCC by pi into RL minus 2 VM by 2 into RL dash equal to 0. Then what about it is 2 VCC by pi into RL dash equal to VM by RL dash. Here RL dash cancel. Then what it is? Actually 2 VCC by pi, which is equal to VM. Now substitute this VM value in PD expression, then it will give the maximum value actually. Then what about the PD max? Two VCC into two VCC by pi square RL dash minus 4 VCC square to pi square into RL dash. So after simplification actually this will be equal to 2 VC square minus pi square into RL dash. This is the PD max value. Now similarly PAC max. First, for calculation of PAC max, actually first we can define PAC here. Actually PAC is nothing but VM into IM by 2, which is equal to VM square by 2 RL dash, which is equal to VCC minus V minimum whole square by square 2 RL dash. Here PAC is maximum when V minimum is 0, right? Then what about the PAC max? Actually PAC max is nothing but VC square by 2 RL dash. This is equation 2. Some equation 3. Now what about the figure of merit? Actually the figure of merit is nothing but P D max by P AC max. So PAC max, PDC max is nothing but 2 VCC square by pi square into RL dash, and PAC max is nothing but V square by 2 RL dash. So which is equal to how much? 4 by pi square. This is equal to 0.4. So this is the figure of merit of class B transformer coupled amplifier. Now what are the advantages of class B transformer coupled? Actually higher efficiency. Previously it is 50%, now it is 78.5, and also it has small figure of merit, that is 0.4, right? Also the quiescent power dissipation also negligible in case of class B amplifier because of push-pull aberration. But what is the drawback of this one? Actually it will give the crossover distortion, that is only the drawback. See the output actually once it will conduct from in 180, right? So this is called as crossover distortion. This is the drawback of class B transformer coupled. To overcome this drawback, actually we are connecting a potential divider network in between two transistors. Actually I will show it the figure, right? Here to overcome this drawback, actually we are using the two resistors R1 and R2. With help of these two resistors, actually we are overcome this drawback. Actually first of all, in why in class B crossover distortion will occur means when one transistor will turn off means other transistor does not turn on immediately, right? Due to this, output current will become zero for a short interval actually, right? That's why we are getting short over distortion, right? Here in place of previous circuit we are putting a potential divider network, right? This potential divider network, actually if you Q1 is turned on, immediately the Q2 will be turned off with help of the divider network. That is the advantage of this modified class AB push-pull amplifier. Coming to the efficiency, figure of merit, everybody is same. Efficiency is same actually. Efficiency is nothing but that is 1 minus V minimum by VCC into 78.5. Efficiency is same. Figure of merit also 4 by pi square, that is 0.4. Efficiency, figure of merit, everything is same. The difference is actually what? Actually crossover distortion actually. Previously there is a crossover distortion. In this class AB there is no crossover distortion actually. Means the output is like this. There is no distortion with help of the potential divider network actually. Next, transformerless class B push-pull amplifier. So actually it does not require any transformer, hence it is suitable for fabrication of silicon chip. It uses a pair of complementary transistors. Means see the figure once, the Q1 is a NPN transistor and the Q2 is PNP transistor, right? The direction is like this. Sorry. Therefore it is called as actually complementary. Here one is NPN and another one is PNP, right? So it is called as complementary symmetry push-pull amplifier. See, in the absence of AC input, both transistors will be off.